generation of Jerusalem family, Jerusalemians, of Sephardic Ladino-spoken origin. I was born and raised in Jerusalem in a very special family, very warm family, and in a very special and warm Jerusalem. It was Jerusalem before 67, very small city, everybody knew each other, no extremes, no tension between religious and non-religious, much lighter Jerusalem. But still there was always a kind of a heavy atmosphere in that city that was very difficult for me to bear. A feeling of seriously. It was Jerusalem is a very serious city. You know, and I was always very much fascinated by the lightness of Tel Aviv, who is much more easygoing kind of city. And when I finished my army service in the age of 20, I decided to leave Jerusalem and move to Tel Aviv. That's why there was not person more surprised than me when I find myself writing my first novel, but instead of writing about Tel Aviv, which is my city, which I'm so familiar with, I find myself writing about Jerusalem. To be honest, I did all in my power to get rid of my Jerusalemians' behavior. Or, you know, the Jerusalemians are very much different than the Tel Avivians. They even have another slang. And I really did everything that I could to get rid of it. And like I tell you, when my book was published and people started to interview me in the radio, television, magazine, newspapers, the second and third and fourth row of my friends were quite shocked that I'm from Tel Aviv, that I'm from Jerusalem. Anyway, I moved to Tel Aviv and I created there a career in journalism, also, of course, built a family. Maybe my journalism career worth mentioning. There are some achievements in my career in journalism that worth mentioning. One of them, and the most famous one, is the interview with Yasser Arafat, the PLO leader. I was actually the first journalist, Israeli journalist, to interview him, not only journalist, but Israeli at all. I was not alone in that interview. My editor-in-chief was with me. It was a huge achievement because it was during the First Lebanon War in 1982. He was then considered to be the biggest enemy